Hey. Alright. A lot of people wonder what I do, how I do what I do, why I look crusty. About to show y'all some real estate stuff. So, gonna check out a property. It's Sunday. Just woke up. Didn't want to get up on Sunday. There's my new toy. I'm gonna do a video on that later, but real estate. I'm gonna check out about 3 properties with my realtor and see what's cracking. And I'll show you guys what to look for with the properties and what to be careful of, that kind of thing, and kind of take it from there. All right. I'm gonna do a little walkthrough with Rich, my realtor, and inspect the property for a potential flip. So this is what we normally do.
Hot tub, I'd make go away.
Yep, a hot tub's probably not gonna work out.
Deck needs to be redone, but you do have a new AC unit.
All right, nice.
Okay. Back here, I don't know what they had here, but whatever it is needs to go away.
Bocce court.
They have a huge yard.
Yeah.
The trees need to be trimmed up off the.
Yeah. Landscaping budget.
Roof looks to be new.
Yep.
Then
Are those dimensional shingles?
you got dimensional shingle. You got a little bit of touch-up work to do on the
Chimney?
chimney.
Yep.
I'd make this little pergola thing. I'd make it go
Go away. Yep. Put some railing up.
Then we got a shed, which is good for storage.
Yep.
Now, that fence, there's a space between.
Yeah, I saw it's maybe an access for AP or something. So,
Just for your viewers' purposes, you want to make sure you understand this stuff. Because if you don't, you might end up with a surprise. But
yeah, it looks like an AP access.
it's just the easement.
Yeah, I got.
Back. It looks like that fence is actually the one that's set back. This one is probably pretty close, although it's not on the line.
So yeah, easement. A lot of time properties have easements so that the utility companies have right of way to get in to access their lines or equipment. Got one in my backyard and had to get a variance for my deck because I had an easement in my backyard. So
While this stuff looks bad,
power
what
wash.
you really need to do is just power wash it.
Yep.
Comes back to new.
Very common in Ohio is siding gets dirty with mildew or fungus or whatever.
Now, as important as anything else, anytime you see where the ground comes in towards the house,
Drainage.
you want to make sure you're going to bring
Yeah.
dirt in, then you would reattach all these downspouts.
Yeah.
'Cause water's the worst thing that can happen to a house.
Yeah, get to the basement foundation.
As important as anything is you look at what's around,
Absolutely.
the house,
Especially
the
for a flip. Yeah.
and if you look around this house, man, everything's gorgeous.
Yeah, this is a perfect. First thing I look at for a flip is the neighborhood. If the neighborhood is nice, you can fix the house up, make it nice, get paid. Specs on this are what? 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath?
It's a 4-bedroom.
4-bedroom, 2.5. So looks like gonna have to have a landscaping budget, obviously. So that's one of the things I would look at. Exterior. I always look to see if I'm going to do painting, and I expect to do some painting, cleanup work, trim work, fixtures. I always do fixtures in every single house. Well, not every single house, but most of them.
Now, on this particular one, you're going to need a new front door because your jams are messed up. Cheaper to do the new front door than it is to try to repair the jams.
Yep, here we go.
Good old laminate flooring.
So normally what I do when I do a flip is I come in on the first floor and put in hardwoods or engineered wood, because usually this is what you see. You see, mismatched flooring, all kind of stuff like this. So this is good though from an investor perspective, because it may increase the profits later because you get it at a good price.
Your kitchen, obviously, one of the big things you always look for.
Water damage.
Water damage.
Yep.
So it's going to have new drywall put in.
Yep.
But the kitchen itself is large.
I could probably maybe get away with, no, maybe not.
No, you're going to have to replace them.
But the layout and the cabinet sizes are good because they're standard. So I could probably get all of these same size cabinets from like big box store. And this right here, I'm sure we'll take some changes to that, but we'll keep that wallpaper. Nah, this will make a nice kitchen. It's got a good standard layout with a dishwasher, microwave location, stove location, bay window. But like Rich said, water damage, which that kind of stuff up in the ceiling is easy to deal with. When it's in the basement and the foundation, letting water in, that's the hard stuff to deal with.
Right here.
This could be nice. This could be super nice.
I take out the side cabinets, make the fireplace the focal point of the
Absolutely.
the family room.
Yep.
Take off this chair molding and everything. This was real
yeah.
popular way back when, but it's outdated now.
Yep.
You got miscellaneous drywall work and stuff like that.
I like this house. I really like this house.
Now, over here you got some broken seals. These windows can probably be fixed, so they don't have to be replaced. But whenever you see that fogging in there, that's a broken seal, which means that window needs to be taken out and new glass and new seals put in.
Yep. Thing I would worry about in a house like this, or be concerned about, would be the basement, because everything above ground it's easier to find contractors to deal with everything above ground, but it's hard to find good contractors to fix foundation issues. So this
here, they obviously had water problems. Whenever you see this much white that's been sprayed around and
Yep.
you see all the drywall removed, that means whoever had this house before took all this drywall out
Yep.
and came down and mitigated mold.
Yeah, they had
The
mold.
good news
Yep.
is it's been mitigated.
Right.
Okay.
But you got some studs you could really use. But it's a poured basement. I wonder, the water damage could have come from upstairs.
It's possible. It's more likely it'll just standard seepage up through the ground. But they've already sprayed everything.
Including the wiring. Hey, we got a washing machine that we can.
Washing machine, man.
That's a perk.
There you go.
Increase the value by a couple grand.
Now,
Crawl
crawl
space.
spaces, one of the most expensive places to fix problems. But it doesn't look like
Yeah, I
we've
think
got
we're-
any major
I
problems.
think we're good there. Yeah. But the water, yeah, like you said, I would expect or suspect standard seepage, moisture.
There's copper still here.
Yep. A lot of times with houses that are like HUD houses, the copper pipes will be stolen or missing. So you got to check for that. Especially when you go down in the basement, check for, make sure all your wiring and copper and stuff is there. And a lot of times in the heating units, they'll take the guts, like the copper, what do you call it, conducer or
Exchanger.
people will steal those. So I've gotten properties before where I had the unit.
You look for
The line, yep.
connector
It's
line.
going out to the AC unit. Got to do a little caulking over there. But I'm liking this house.
Okay.
Let's hope it makes it to investor, because I'll be all over it. This will be a great flip. We got some doors to replace. But that's easy stuff. Half bath.
Big, actually.
Half bath. Need some lights. This is like a big version of the flip in Reynoldsburg we did.
Yep. This one's got 4 bedrooms.
Okay, 4 bedrooms upstairs. Yeah, I love to see this because this is the stuff that makes homeowners not want to buy property, but it's incredibly easy to fix. The carpet guys are gonna fix all this. You just got to make sure there's no mold or anything, water damage.
Why in the world they did this? I got no idea.
It helps us out.
Yeah.
This is good news. Love that.
Oh, there's still a surprise yet. 3rd bedroom.
Love this. Probably come in here and either replace the trim or paint it.
Now you got space for double sinks if you wanted to, but you've got lovely wallpaper to peel. It's sometimes easier to take the drywall down and replace it than it is to peel the drywall.
Yep.
Then in here, again, the carpet been removed. No idea why.
Pet damage probably.
But,
Yeah, the way they sealed up this floor, I'm guessing it was pet.
now for the big surprise.
Grand finale, master bedroom. And
the ceiling.
maybe before they fixed the roof, maybe it got wet here. I see a cutout in the roof up there that maybe was letting water in, which is easy thing to fix. Well, it looks like it's already been fixed, just gotta be patched up. Wallpaper.
Back off the master.
Yeah, this one may make it.
See, it's got enough stuff wrong with it.
Because people are going to be like, it's going to take too long to move in. They're not probably prepared for all these fixes. They're probably scared of what else they don't see. This is a perfect flip. Perfect flip. This reminds me a lot of that one on the first gate flip. So there's a lot of knick-knack stuff in here, though, you got to be careful about as far as expenses when you do your budget. Like the trim and the doors and...
You found out there's bigger money than you think it is.
Exactly. So the ask on this, we'll get into the numbers, but just for rough purposes.
The ask on it's $116, and the neighborhood's going to go about $160.
So this is like a 160. I wouldn't, you know what, with how nice the drive is in, listing this, I'd probably go high and then come down. We might get somebody to fall in love with the house. And one thing I've learned working with Rich is if somebody falls in love with the house, you sometimes can make more than you thought you could make. So this is a good one. So yeah, hopefully I got to do my budget and everything. But this is a perfect scenario for doing a flip. It's tore up enough where, a homeowner, non-investor might not want it. And then HUD will release it for investors to bid on it. That's where I come in. So
If you look at the houses in the neighborhood, 160, 180.
that's us.
There's actually one that's 219.
And it's sold.
That's probably an outlier, but nice big house, beautiful house, 2,500 square feet. For this is 1970.
So we do.
But more likely it's 180, 173, 160.
Yeah.
Overall, I'd say probably 165, maybe 170.
Yeah. So I'm thinking something like that. We'll go for it. We're definitely going to try to get this house. And thanks, Rich. You'll be seeing more Rich as we do some of these videos about investing in real estate and figuring out what's a good buy and stuff like that. So thanks, Rich.